Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment, where we love pop culture. Today, it's time for another comic book review. Now, I've said several times here on this channel, every time I go to the comic book store, I at least take a look around on the shelves. I don't always just pick up the comics that I went there for, but I try to find something different, something unique, and something fresh, which leads me to this comic book review, and that's Belle, Horns of the Minotaur. Now, there are previous issues of Belle, but like I said, I'm coming into this comic book series fresh, and I'm glad the creators of this comic gave us a synopsis as to what the character Belle is all about right before we jump into page 1. That Belle is a beast hunter, a legacy that is passed down from mother to daughter in her family for generations. And while she has taken on all types of monsters, she's actually fought it out with Medusa herself. However, this issue will pick up as the beast hunter, well, she pretty much has her hands full and might have actually met her match against the Minotaur. Now, before we can go any further to find out what happened to Belle, we first have to travel to Philadelphia and go a few days back, where we get some backstory about Belle, how she might actually be more comfortable in her fighting gear than her real life persona. And as Belle and her friend Mel debate on whether the movie they just saw was any good, Belle, or Annabelle as she's known as, out of superhero attire, is greeted by a man from her past named Anthony. Over the next couple pages, we will learn that they were childhood friends, but after the death of his parents, Anthony and his sister, who went on to live with their new guardian, their Aunt Diana, whom over the years doesn't look like she's aged a day. Anthony seems to have done very well for himself, as him and his aunt are preparing for the grand opening of a new hotel down on Delaware Ave in Philadelphia. And while Anthony has done well for himself, the same unfortunately can't be said for his sister, who we find out in Anthony's own words, we lost her last year. Anthony will invite Belle and Mel to the grand opening party. Belle will contemplate going and try to come up with every excuse in the books as to why not to attend, even down to the most overly used excuse that she has nothing to wear. But all her excuses will eventually be checkmated. Even as Belle and Mel walk up to the entrance of the hotel, she still tries to come up with a reason to make a last-second ditch until Anthony spots them, where they now feel it will just be awkward for them to leave, especially since Anthony has hooked them up with a suite for the night. Now, while I don't know too much about these characters, what I garnered from at least this one shot is that Belle's friend Mel doesn't have any superpowers, but she might just have a strength that Belle doesn't have, and that's being prepared for any situation, as she's decided to bring Belle's super outfit along just in case. As Belle and Mel return to the party, they try to socialize with Anthony and his Aunt Diana, but as Aunt Diana treats them more like hired help than a guest, they realize very quickly why they hate social events like this. Now, remember just a few moments ago when I said that Belle's superhero attire was packed just in case? And now we're gonna get that just in case moment as the Minotaur has decided to crash the party. As Belle dashes off to get into her superhero attire, there's something suspicious going on here, as Aunt Diana stares at the Minotaur like a deer in the headlights, almost offering herself up as a sacrifice. But before the beast can feast on Aunt Diana, Belle comes to the rescue. And over the next several pages, the beast and the beast hunter will battle it out back and forth. And just as it looks like Belle is gonna get the upper hand, well, Anthony drops a bombshell as he says, "Wait, please stop. Please, it's hard to explain, but that's my sister." Now we see that the beast came for what she wanted, and that was Anthony, as it walks away, leaving Bella for dead. The good news though is that while battered and bruised, Belle will live to fight another day and have her chance at revenge, but not before having a hearty breakfast and doing some research to better be prepared for the next encounter. And Belle, well, she better carbo load, because on the final page, we learn who, not to very much of a surprise, is pulling the strings of the Minotaur, and that Belle might not have to worry about going to them because they just might be coming for her. Now on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this one-shot issue of Belle, Horns of the Minotaur, an 8.5 out of 10. The story here is written by Dave Franchini, and while there was an instance or two that was predictable, the way the story flowed made it feel organic. The artwork is by Rafael Forte, inks by Sarah Ianello, and the colors by Juan Manuel Rodriguez are pretty solid throughout, and especially shine in the battle scenes between Belle and the Beast. And while this was a one-shot issue, it looks like we might not have to wait much longer for more adventures with Belle, as another issue looks to be on the horizon for a December 2nd, 2020 release called Belle Targeted Prey #1. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap up this comic book review for Belle, Horns of the Minotaur. Now, have you guys read this issue? And if you have, what are your thoughts? And have you read any of the other previous stories involving Belle? And should I go back and check them out? I'm definitely thinking I should. Alright guys, if you like comic book reviews like this, make sure you subscribe here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.